Okay, welcome to the continuation of this topic. We are learning running of numbers, how to run numbers. And in the first part of this lesson, we have learned how to run numbers to the nearest 10. Over there, we give few examples. Let's look at this. We have 2, 5, 6, 8. When you have this, you are asked to run this number to the nearest 10. We said the first thing you look for is the place value of the 10th, which is the 6. Okay. And we also said when you have this, any number that is at this right hand side of the number you are supposed to work on, you just have to write 0 for them. And after that, we said you still look at this very immediate number. If it is 5 and above, you add 1 to the one you are changing. If it is below 5, you just maintain the one you are supposed to. Okay, the place value of the 10th, you just maintain it like that. In this example, you realize that 8 is above 5. Therefore, we are going to add 1 to the 6 to make it 7. And we said after this, the rest, which are the left-hand side of your number in question, just repeat them. Over here, we'll be having the 5 and the 2. So this is how to run 2,568 to the nearest 10. Okay, let's look at another example before we jump on to what we are here to do, the second part. Look at 1132. We are running this to the nearest 10th. Running to the nearest 10th, the first thing is to identify the number that is at the 10th position, or the place value for the 10th is 3. So we have this, we are going to work on this. And we said any number that is at the right hand side of this, you put 0 there. So we now look at this immediate number. If it is 5 and above, you add 1. If it is below 5, you just maintain the number you are working on. So over here, 2 is below 5. So I'm going to repeat the 3 just like this and repeat the other numbers that are left hand side. If I have 1, 1. This is that. Okay, this is how to run numbers to the nearest 10. Now let's look at how to run the numbers to the nearest 100. Okay, to the nearest 100, you're going to use the first example. And as usual, you shouldn't forget that this is your ones, the number in the ones column, the ones in the 10th column, the ones in the 100 column, and then the ones in the 1,000 column. You shouldn't forget this. Now, in this case, we are supposed to run the numbers to the nearest 100. This is ones, 10, 100. So we should be working on this digits. Okay. And as usual, all the numbers that are the right hand side of the number you are supposed to work on are supposed to be represented with 0, 0. So right here, I will have my 0 here, and I'll have my 0 for the other digit. Okay. Okay. So now that we are having the 0, 0 at this side, we now look at the immediate number, okay, which is the 10th. The 6 here, is it bigger than 5 or is it 5 and above? Since 6 is above 5, you are supposed to add 1 to this. So you add 1 to this to make it 6, and you repeat any number that is at the left hand side of the number in question. So this place will become 2. This is your answer to have this very question. Look at another example. You'll be having 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Run this to the nearest 100. As usual, this is your ones, this is your tens, your hundreds, your thousands, and this is your 10,000s. Okay, so this is the number in 100 column. Okay, the place value of 100. This is the number, which is 8. The other ones are the right hand side. You put your 0 here, you put your 0 here. Now, if the immediate number is above 5, so you add 1 to the 8 to make it 9, and you repeat any other number that is at the right hand side, left hand side. So you have 6 and 7. I believe this is very interesting for you. Solve these two questions, then we go to look at the differences between the running up, the running down, and the running off. Okay, so let's solve 2 examples, and this one you're solving it on your own. You have 1, 8, 6, 9. Run this number to the nearest 100. To the nearest 100. So pause the video and solve this. Okay, welcome back. Let's solve it together. We are supposed to run these very figures. 1,000, 869 to the nearest 100. In the 100 column is the 8 that we are having here. And as usual, the first thing we do is to put 0, 0 for the other numbers. We are not interested in them. Now, this is the one we are supposed to work on. I'll look at the immediate number, which is in the 10th column, and we'll have 6 here. 6 is above 5. Therefore, you add 1 to the one in the hundreds column, which is the 8. So when you add the 1 to the 8, you should be having 9 here, and you repeat your 1. If you have this, bravo, your answer is correct. Now, let's look at what it means to round off numbers, then to round up numbers, and also what it means to round down numbers. These three are a bit different, but then they are not difficult. We should be having example here. Let's look at the number that you are supposed to round. We should be having, let's say, look at example 4, 8, 3, 6. We are supposed to round this number to the nearest 100. Okay, just the thought of you running this number to the nearest 100 with all the things to be done is what you call you are running off. So you run this number off to the nearest 100. That means that you, the one who is solving, you are going to determine whether to run it up or to run it down. In this case, the two rules that we said earlier applies. So what we do is that this is the place value for the hundreds. What do you do for these people? You bring the 0 here, you bring the 0 here. This number is less than 5. So you are going to maintain the 8. Then you come here like this. When you do this, this is the down form of this. So when you are asked to run this number down, this is what you do. Okay, so this, you deciding to get it this way, or let's say, look at example 2. You have the same 4, 8, and let's put 7, 6 here. When you have this, you are supposed to run into the nearest 100, the 8th column, and you have your 0 here, your 0 here. And now you look at this 7, you realize that it's above 5, so you add 1 to this to get 9 and 4. This is the running up, okay, of the same figure. So you have this number here, you also have another number here. They have run this number down because all the numbers here are bigger than this, so this is smaller, so you have run it down. Then when you look at this, you realize that the down number is bigger than the actual number given to you to be run. Okay, so this is the up form. You deciding or you being able to solve it to get either this or that means you are in the rounding off form of the number. Okay, so when you're given a number to run, you are given the choice, or you are at liberty to either run it up or to run it down, depending on the immediate number that comes before the one you are supposed to run. Okay, so if you are supposed to run in the nearest 10, okay, that is the run off. I'll look at this to either add 1 or not. Okay, so when you look at this, you add 1 to this, you are still in this form. So when you solve it, you realize that you have finally run down the number, or you have finally run up the number. This is what happens when you are given questions to solve. Now, in your exam, if the examiner is specific, that you should run the number up. Okay, so if the examiner is specific that you should run the number up to the nearest 100. So we're in 100. So let's say this is our 100 column. If the examiner is saying you should run the number up to the nearest 100, it doesn't matter what is here. You are supposed to run it up. So you have 4. This will become 9, 0, 0. Likewise, if the examiner is saying that you should run this number down, these very numbers, 4,836, if the examiner is saying you should run this number down, it means no matter what is here, you are going to write 4, 8, 0, 0. You are just going to maintain it. If you are asked to run it down, you're only going to maintain this one, the rest are 0 as usual. If you are asked to run it up compulsorily, it means you're going to add 1 to this. If you are supposed to run down, you maintain it. I hope this has answered the differences between running off numbers, running down numbers, and running up numbers. On your own, let's look at this example. You have 4, 6, 3, 2, 1. Run this number up to the nearest 100. Right? Run this number up to the nearest 100. Pause the video, solve it, and listen. Okay, welcome back. We are having 4, 6, 3, 2, 1 to run up. So what you do is that to the nearest 100, you identify the 100 column, which is the 3. You are running it up. Therefore, what you need to do, this place will become 0, 0. Because of the up compulsory, you add 1 to this to become 4. Then repeat the other ones here. This is how to run up this very figure. However, if you're asked to run down this one to the nearest 100, this is our 100 column. So you only have to repeat it 0, 0, this, and this. If you have any question, please kindly drop it in the comment section. I'll check it and respond to you in our next tutorial. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, kindly do so. Subscribe, press the notification button, and share this to your colleagues to also join us. Thank you so much for being part of today's class. Bye.